So in this question we have to find the equation of the normal to the curve f of x equals 2 square root of x when x is equal to 9. The normal, remember, is perpendicular to the curve. So we would have an equation f of x, and it's going to look something like that. That is the graph of f of x. Okay, and we want to know the normal, when x is 9. So when x is 9, that's here. Okay, so the tangent would look something like that, but what we want is the normal, which, remember, would be at 90 degrees. Now, you don't need to draw that image. I'm just doing that so you know what's going on. Okay, the normal, again, is going to have an equation y equals mx plus c, because it's a straight line. M is the gradient, so we need to differentiate in order to work out what the gradient would be. So f of x is equal to 2x to the power of a half. Remember, that square root should be written with the exponent a half. So then now we can differentiate it. We bring down that half, so it becomes 2 times a half. We bring the half down, and then we reduce the power by 1, so it becomes negative a half when we reduce it. So 2 times a half is 1. X to the power of negative a half, or 1 over x to the power of a half, and the half can be written as a square root. So that is the derivative. When x is 9, the derivative is 1 over the square root of 9. The square root of 9 is 3, so it's 1/3. That is the gradient of the tangent, is 1/3. Therefore, the gradient of the normal, now remember what we do there is we turn it upside down and change it from positive to negative, or vice versa. So the gradient of the normal becomes -3, so that these two gradients, when multiplied together, need to equal -1. That's the definition. The two gradients multiplied to give -1, but you can just remember, if you turn it upside down, one's positive, one's negative. Okay, so what we know about the equation y equals mx plus c of the normal is that it would be y equals -3x plus some constant. Okay, we don't know what the y-intercept is going to be. What we need to do is use a coordinate to sub in to find the y-intercept. So what we know is that we know that x is 9. So if we work out what y is when x is 9, so work out f of 9 in the original function, that's 2 times the square root of 9, which is 2 times 3, so 6. So when x is 9, y is 6. That's the coordinate, 9, 6. Okay, so if we go back over to this side here and say when x is 9, y is 6, so 6 equals -3 times 9 plus c, so we get -27 plus c is equal to 6. So if we rearrange that, we get that c is equal to 33. So we go back to the equation of the normal, y equals -3x, and the c value is 33. And that is the equation of the normal. A coordinate.